Good evening, everybody. Dr. Benny, are you there? And Miss Anupreeta. Shall
Yes,
we
sir.
start?
Yes, sure, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Benny,
Yes, sir. Can you not hear me?
are we good to go?
Yes.
Or okay, over to Arun Mohan, sir. Arun Mohan, sir,
Yes,
please
sir.
start.
Yes. So I welcome everyone to the 177th web training series powered by BTAG. So it's my job to introduce our AI to invite our moderator of the day. So let me power up our AI. So here we go. Yes.
As a teacher, it is important to prioritize and commit to taking care of your mental health and well-being. This helps you overcome the challenges and have more positive energy for yourself, your students and their families. The 177th session of BTAG deals the challenges teachers face, and the strategies to deal with them for a sound mental health. Now as always it's time to invite the moderator of this evening. For that the entity unleashes Synthesia AI.
Good evening to all the exuberant educators. I welcome you all to the 177th web training series of CBSE Bharat Sahodaya. Now I take it as pleasure to introduce today's moderator, Ms. Anupreeta Akshay Dange. As per her educational achievements, she is qualified with MSc Botany UGC NET. Ms. Anupreeta has an experience of 11 years teaching in the subject botany and biology at UG and senior secondary levels. She has taught subjects biology and food, nutrition and dietetics to classes 11 and 12 in a renowned CBSE school, Vidya Pratishthans English Medium School, Baramti District, Pune. It is indeed a great pleasure to have you with us, ma'am. So I cordially invite you to take over this grand session. Over to you, ma'am.
A warm welcome to Anupreeta ma'am. Ma'am, stage is yours.
Yes, sir. I hope I am audible.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Arun, sir, that was indeed a creative introduction, and it is an excellent example of how the teachers can combine their creativity and technology to create mesmerizing effects. I think this was the best way I have ever been introduced, thanks to you and Synthesia, sir. Before I begin the session, I would like to convey my words of gratitude towards Dr. Abdul Salam sir for bestowing me with this opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. It is always a pleasure to welcome people who enrich you by their presence. So, I would like to welcome the dignitaries and the enthusiastic participants to this 177th session conducted by BTAG in collaboration with CBSE Bharat Sahodaya. Teachers are essential for the development of our society. They play an immensely important role in the lives of the students and shoulder numerous responsibilities. However, while doing so, they face so many challenges. Continuous work pressure, time constraints, etc., often lead to lack of personal time, less time to rest and relax, making the teachers overwhelmed and frustrated. The feelings of inadequacy, self doubt, and lack of motivation take a toll on their mental wellness. Such challenges, if not addressed sooner, may even have serious ramifications on their mental health, leading to issues like anxiety and depression. Thus, it is very important to recognize the challenges faced by the teachers and find out ways to overcome them in order to protect teachers' mental wellness. With a similar objective in today's session, our eminent resource person will give us a deep insight of the teacher's challenges and ways to achieve mental wellness through his enlightening words on the topic Teachers' Challenges versus Mental Wellness. Leadership should be more participative than directive. more enabling than performing. What an appropriate quote to introduce the director of BTAG, Dr. Abdul Salam. Sir has proved to be an engaging leader than being directive. He has been constantly striving hard to bring the team of educators share knowledge under one platform from various parts of the world. Dr. Abdul Salam Sir is a profound CBSE resource person, a master trainer and deputy training coordinator for the Trivandrum region. Sir is also the principal of Vipkyar High School. He owns the credit of being the founder of BTAG, Bharat Transformers Academic Group, a syndicate of educators and the teaching society across the globe, connecting them to empower the nation. Sir, your innovative ways have definitely been helping the teaching fraternity. I wish to extend a cordial welcome to you. Also, we are grateful and thankful for making the session so lively and encouraging. Welcome, sir. I invite you to take over the session and deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Ms. Anuprita. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Dr. Benny Vogis and Mr. Arun Mohan, Sarita Warrior, and all the educators who have joined and who keep joining us frequently. Well, Ms. Anuprita has given enough introduction about today's topic, and we can right away go to Dr. Benny. One thing, challenges are inevitable, especially these days, and happiness is our responsibility. Nobody else can make us happy. So unless and until we equip ourselves to withstand the challenges, then they cannot be successful. We can just remember mental wellness or mental well-being is not the destination, but it is the process. It's just like driving. It's not the place where we go, but how we drive. So let us drive carefully to strike a balance between professional life and personal life so that our objectives become, our goals become successful. I take this opportunity to welcome each and everyone to this 177th session, along with Dr. Benny Verghese, who have given us a good number of sessions on this platform. Who is a very renowned resource person of CBSE. And let's lend our ears to him. All the very best to everyone. Thank you, and over to Anuprita. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for welcoming the gathering with warmth and grace. And now it's the time to introduce the most awaited person of this evening. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce the intellectual personality, the resource person of today's session, Dr. Benny Padawan Verghese. Dr. Benny Verghese, a highly qualified psychologist and a disability specialist, is working as a trainer of teachers, parents, as well as students, and in personal consultation at home also. He was working as the vice principal of the Village International School, Thodupuzha, Kerala, India. Sir was also associated with Indian School Muscat as a student counselor from September 2008 to September 2019. Before that, he was the director of Thanal, a psychological institute at Kerala, and also associated with Kerala Police and Medical and Paramedical Colleges. Dr. Benny holds a PhD in psychology and an MA in psychology, coupled with a diploma in naturopathy, a certificate course in management and training for learning disabled. He is also certified for the administration and interpretation of Indian scale for assessment of autism. Sir is a certified career planner and trainer for career planners of iDream Career Delhi. He is also registered with Rehabilitation Council of India. Dr. Benny's initiatives and contributions to Indian School Muscat are beyond measure. The major activities in which he has been concertedly involved were the inclusion program at the Indian School Muscat. He played the role of supervisor of Center for Special Education, coordinator of the SOP construction for inclusion at ISM. He was also involved in conducting counseling and psychotherapy sessions for students and parents, aptitude tests, CBSE documentations, yoga club, etc. At ICM, Sir was catering for a wide range of challenged children, including those with autism spectrum disorder, PDD, learning disabilities, Williams syndromes, and so on. Sir had also provided effective teachers training programs at Indian School Muscat and other Indian schools in the Sultanate and different parts of the world, including Qatar, Dubai, Kuwait, and so on. It's really a matter of fortune to have amongst us such a versatile and knowledgeable personality dedicated to the welfare and well being of students and parents belonging to Indian fraternity. So I extend a warm welcome to Sir Dr. Benny Paduvan Varghese. Before we start with the session, I have several announcements to make. Dear esteemed participants, I request you to lend your ears to a few important instructions so that the session can be conducted smoothly and avoid any hurdles coming our way. Please keep the cameras on and mics mute. Take notes, jot down or post your questions in the chat box and they'll be answered during the question answer session. Make sure you raise your hand virtually for any queries and wait patiently till your name is called. Participants will receive the certificate only after filling up the certificate and feedback form. The attendance and certificate link will be posted towards the end of the session. Let's make the session hassle-free by following the instructions. Thanks for your cooperation in advance. And yes, now it's time to begin the session and I therefore invite Dr. Varghese sir to take over. Sir, welcome. The platform is all yours.
Sir,
Sir,
you are
your
on
mic
mute.
is mute.
You can unmute, sir. Oh.
Good evening, all. Thank you very much, Anupreeta ma'am, for the introduction, Abdul Salam for the invitation, and my dear teachers. Mental well-being. You all are educators from years. You know each and every child of your classroom, school, and different schools wherever you have taught your children, and you have your own qualities. Now, better than me, I will say you all know how to cherish the mental health of a teacher. But again, I am given a chance to discuss certain areas whereby you may recollect. Yeah, these are things which I know, but I have to practice in day-to-day life. Now, first of all, I would like to know from the teachers, what are the possible challenges you are facing in day-to-day life? If possible, please write it on the chat box so that we can know exactly the different challenges faced by, and I am going to discuss certain challenges. Then at the end, we may be able to put it together and discuss further, because you are a great teacher and I am a psychologist. Though I have experience with teachers in institutions wherever I have worked, still you are the person who are facing day-to-day challenges directly. Also, balancing life with profession and family together, or personal life and professional life together. So I will request you all to write different challenges you are facing in your personal life. Now, always better if you can put whatever you are facing from the students and your personal life. But your personal life, I will say, better not to discuss. But later stage, if you want to have discussions, you can, but otherwise not. With that, I'm just starting my sessions.
Sir, they have written in the chat box. I think Anuprita ma'am can read out a few.
Yes, ma'am.
The
Please go
challenges.
Sure,
ahead.
sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
There are many messages coming from the teachers, most of which are related to the class control.
Classroom?
Yeah, classroom control, classroom
Yes.
management, and
Yes.
some others, the teacher pending correction. Sometimes students are not responding properly. Curriculum completion is a challenge. The complaints coming from parents lead to stress, then mental stress, prioritizing the work, handling the students, parents, work pressure, lack of satisfaction in the students and parents, no matter what we do in the school. Due to personal problem, mood is not good. Then balancing between the profession and home, unpredictable behavior of students. Students are not having much interest in studies. To please the parents of students, even if something is not right for the students, the things have to be done. Then loss of interest in learning, never ending corrections, parents' approach, and students' academic development. So, overall, it seems that many of the challenges faced by the teachers are common. And I guess your words will be, of course, guiding
Yes.
towards the
Yeah.
solutions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Um, I think these areas will be met with. Once we are seeing different areas, let us see whether it is matching or we will further discuss one. Now, I'm just starting with a common quote. Sit, ethics of life. Before you pray, believe. Before you speak, listen. Before you spend, yearn. Before you write, think. Before you quit, try. And before you die, live. I think it is one of the area which we have to think about. Though we know it, we have not pondered upon it. Before you pray, believe. That's the first one. Every day morning, we get up. Usually, I have my way of doing my cross signal, and it's maybe some sort of prayer. But do I believe that whatever I have prayed is going to happen? One. Second area. Do I trust in my belief? And do I directly mention to whom I pray? For example, we are from different religions. We have our own likings, dislikings, our own gods, goddesses, etc., etc. But do you exactly, or do we exactly believe that that person is able to give us? That's one. If so, I think our prayer will be heard. Because it is an environmental power, according to me. I'm not disputing anyone. Because there may be a lot of challenges by the listeners. Now, before you speak, listen. Nowadays, we are ready to speak. But do we listen? Now, very simple matter. We have one mouth to speak and 2 ears to hear. Why? That means more than I speak, I am supposed to listen. Because 1 versus 2. But coming to the school system, I have something to say to you. but it's an introduction part, so I will postpone that. But I will say the hint. 99% of our students, we have told, yes, this is so and so. So this is the outcome of his action. One. Second, majority of the time I have seen from teachers, sometimes the culprit are not the real culprit. They are haunting somebody else, but it is because our listening problem. Now, third one, before you earn. Recently, I asked my own son to spend some money for me, which he had earned. With much stinginess, he gave me something. But I was always remembering, see, it was not necessary for me to buy or get some money from him. But when he was receiving the money from me or his mother or my wife, he was spending it very carelessly. So, spend what you earn. You teachers, you are earners of the family. And you know the value. Now, next area, before you write, think. We write a lot. Every day we write on the board. Do we have specific thing to write? Are we purely prepared? Now, if I have prepared also, did the matter become my own? Am I the owner of the content delivered, etc.? Now, before quit, try. You teachers, I request, don't quit. In life, everyone is facing with challenges. Not me, not Abdul Salam sir, not any one of you without a challenge. We are, because we are human beings, we are with our strength and limitations. It's two sides of the coin. I have a lot of strength. Together with, I have a lot of limitations. This make me Dr. Benny. Like that, this make you eat. So let us try. Now, so let us live to this world. With that, I am coming to the topic. Now, being teachers, you are aware about Newton's third law. Every action has equal and opposite reactions. Now, before I'm discussing with you, you all know what does it mean. Whatever you do has a reaction. Because I am speaking to you because you are listening to me. And again, you are listening to me, so I am speaking to you. So it is give and take policy. But coming back to our classroom, coming back to our just same things, please. Why the challenge is happening to me? Why the student of this classroom is reacting to me, not to the English teacher or not to other teacher? So there are so many things we have to take into picture. Again, you all are teachers, very well acquainted with Pavlov's theory. Now, why I have brought in Pavlov's theory? It is an introduction part. Because now, Pavlo is dealing with whatever you had, your B.Ed or educational training institution. This theory I am bringing before you. Food, salivation, that's natural phenomenon for a dog. But when a bell is rung or tuning the fork, no salivation happens. But food is provided together with a bell or maybe a buzzer. Automatically, the system, organic system of the dog or we come to connect it. Now, when the bell rings, automatically salivation happens. Same thing happens with each and every behavior of us. Now, for example, if 2 minutes are late for the peon to ring the bell for the lunch, what will happen? We start. If the class is not that enthusiastic, we all feel hungry. And in every part of our life, we are accustomed to it. This theory. Now, why I have brought this theory? There is a matter to be discussed. Classroom behavior is stimulus-driven response. This is what is going to be discussed very much. Am I audible? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Now, classroom behavior is a stimulus-driven response. That's what I have written. Now, behavior in and outside the classroom and home. That is what we are going to see. Both our students and ourselves. How students are acting or reacting in the classroom or home. That's one area. Or behavior in response to what is going on or present around them. So, life of a child or us. Our response is what give meaning to it. So, again, it is a conditioning. It's a reaction of what we do. So we cannot simply blame our students for anything or everything because we are responsible for what we are in. Now, areas of discussions are today's topic. Teachers' challenges, 1. Second, wellness of teachers. Now, there is a quote. Student well-being begins with teacher well-being. If we are not happy, if our mental state is not positive, if we do anything, speak anything to our spouse, our family, our children, maybe I'm just putting our school around, everything is intoxicated. If I am happy, automatically my surrounding will be happy. For example, okay, then example I will say tomorrow itself you can see, or day after tomorrow, just to go to the classroom with a smiling face. Greet the children of your classes. They will give you same way how you introduce yourself. If you smile, you will get a smile. So wherever I am placed, I request the principals. Be in the front area of the school before students and teachers' arrival. Give them good smile. Welcome them to the school. Be happy with them. Then, for example, if I am smiling and welcoming Anupreeta ma'am to the school, automatically my smile gives a smile to her and she gives me back. That smile she carries to the office room or staff room, then to the classes. So it is an example. And for example, one day when ma'am is coming in, I'm speaking with Abdul sir, something serious. Ma'am is greeting, I'm not minding her. She feels, what is wrong with me today? Did I do something wrong? Why after greeting him, he did not really look at me, smile at me? Something wrong happened? So I am giving her a question. So it is from me that question has raised. So I am becoming the culprit. I will say, being a principal, you who are the principal sitting here, you have a lot of challenges, lot of duties to do. But I will say, as a psychologist, be in front of the school, or maybe the way the teachers and students are coming in, and be happy to invite them. And the happiness is like a contagious disease that goes to the teacher, to the student, and the school. And it will be a happy day for you. So the student's well-being begins with teacher well-being. Just teacher's face. That is our first area of discussion. Now, I have more different areas. That is health, work, friends, career, time, family. It's a work life. It may be we can say it's a balancing of a teacher's life. She has to, or he has to take care of the health. So we are going to discuss one by one. When we discuss about the health, we have to discuss about the intake and automatically the outing. Then the fruits, nuts, when we go through that, everything should be balanced according to the health of the teacher. And we have to take care of the health of our people around us. Maybe students, maybe our family members, maybe our fellow work, our colleague, etc. Now comes from health, that is a purely personal, from to work. This work is not paid. It is any work. For example, I have work at my garden. I have to go to my kitchen. I have to take care of my wife. She is having some other program, whatever be. So different works we are doing before coming to the school and after reaching home. And we keep many things for the weekend. So these works belongs to that. Now comes friends. Now, many of the lady teachers I have felt a little annoyed because recently I was into Gujarat and also to UP. Majority of the school I discussed about this friends area. Nearly 70% of lady teachers, I am just speaking about lady teachers, they have left their friends, childhood friends, and taken up the friends of the husband family. Husband friends are their friends. They deal with it. But I will say, as a psychologist, your friend is your friend. If you can accept your husband friend or the husband family friend as your family friend or friend, the husband also should accept your friend also. Because you have chosen few friends with a lot of calculations. Maybe your temperament, your other challenges, etc. So I will say, always minimum you should have a chat in the weekend with your close friends. Since the system is very wide, we can see, we can speak with them, and net has become very easy for us. We should use these things and we should cherish. Why? Friendship always refreshes us. Just to speak with your friends, you will see a lot of changes in your personal life. But again, it should be a positive change. Now coming to career, that is what we are teachers. Now, from 2000 onwards, I was into medical, paramedical. Then later, 2008 onwards to schools. I always say, if you are joining as a lecturer, you should retire as a principal. Or if you are coming as a teacher, you should either become HOD or team leader or vice principal or higher ups if there is chances. There should be growth. There are some individuals who remains as a teacher from the day 1 till day 100. The retirement, they are only a teacher. I will say no. You have to grow. For that, what to be done, we will discuss. For that, most important things, see, for example, now we have BTAG is bringing us a lot of platform to discuss on different subjects. They are bringing resource persons of different areas, my topic or your subject topic. Listen to them. Now, when I am listening with the example, if I am in that person's, what I am going to do? Will I exactly do? Or what sort of complementation I am going to give on that topic? That can also be discussed. Now, why I'm saying career, if you are creative, if you are advancing yourself with the materials around you, again, we'll discuss about that, we are going to have good growth. Now, time. We are happy that we have 24 hours a day. If you take the president of US, UK, yeah, Narendra Modi ji, or anyone in the world, they all have 24 hours. So when we are blessed with 24 hours, what are we going to do with that? In the teacher's training session or the student sessions, I asked, what are we going to do with these 24 hours? If you have a paper, please, later stage, write it down. Talk it down. I'm going to sleep. How many hours communication? How many hours news reading? Everything. How many hours to school? When I have to prepare? How many hours I am seeing the medias? Everything should be planned. And I will say, if there is positivity, if it can be followed, then better you share with your family members so that your schedule may be known to them, so that they may not interfere. For example, my wife is teaching in the college. When she is preparing, if I am going with my personal matter, automatically I am not happy with her activity. So I am putting my own interest to her. I will say it is not good because she is a working woman like me. She is in college. She has a lot to prepare. I have to adjust with that. So I should know his or her working hours. Same way, if it is good and feasible, have a discussion of the working time. Same way with the children also. In the classroom, when you are going to the classroom, discuss with them. Okay, yesterday you had 24 hours. What were things you did? I will say clearly, my teachers, majority of the students are not knowing that they are spending a lot of time in the net. Because this is giving some sort of colors, like we have tobacco, alcohol, our brain cells are stimulated with this light. Automatically, we are getting addicted to it, and this is end their life. But again, about net, I am coming to it, but we have to, family has to follow the same timetable. For example, I am a student or I am a teacher preparing my lessons, and my husband has kept for TV. Automatically, it is a distraction. So, TV time is for entire family, or whatever family time, it should be for the family, because we have to put adjustments. Now we are coming last area, family adjustment. Before you teachers go into the school, you have a lot of work to be done. You have to personal health, work is there, friends are there, career is there, time is there. Now finally I am saying the family. We have to take care of our family members. Their variations, interests, we have to find out. Now, if we all are working, automatically we can discuss certain things so that the timetable is kept properly. I will say, if we think about this 6 area and we are taking care of this 6 area, our work balance will be proper. But how to work balance, we will discuss. Create a work schedule that balance work and your personal life. So we are going to create a schedule. Now, first, being a teacher, always think there is no perfect work balance. We are human beings. We are not machines. Our mental structure, today I am happy, tomorrow I may have worries, or different areas, my mind is working in different tangent, different styles. So every day I may not be exactly doing. For example, today I have something to do seriously. Suddenly my wife is coming, okay, we have my father-in-law, my father is sick, or my father's brother is sick, we have to go and meet. It was a phone call came in, so we have to write there. So certain things we have to adjust or readjust. So always teachers think there is no perfect work-life balance. Second, find a job that you love. Since you love, I will say all are not loving. But again, I will say, if I love my profession, if you love your profession, find, be happy and be joyful and be creative in it. Otherwise, quit the profession. Why I'm saying such a way in the beginning? Find a job that you love most. Nowadays, I have seen many women goes to college. Why? Okay, this time to go, this time come back. So everything will be balanced. Some amount of money also is coming home. No. But in the beginning, it may be true. But once you are not happy with your profession, you will not be creative. You will not have mental health. Like machine, you will go to college or school, come back, and you will be always moody. And when you are mentally weak, you are spoiling the kids, other teachers, and also your family members because it is contagious. So I will say, let us love the profession of teaching. So let us be creative because already we are in. So let us be. Now let us be creative. Let us be more productive. For that, we should have, I have already discussed the previous slide, certain life conditions. We have 24 hours, how to balance. Put schedules so that everything is fine. But always remember, there is no perfect work-life balance. Now, prioritize your health. Certain individuals in the primitive stage will say, we have to sacrifice our health for our children. I will say, you teachers, if you don't have health, how can you take care of your family and your children? Best example is the flight. When we enter, when we seated with the belt, the air hostess come and explain about the oxygen. First put your mask, then help others. Same thing I want to tell you here. Your health is important because you are going to help the individuals around you. It is very important for you. So please take care of. Now, take a break, vacation. I will say only in the schools we have vacations. Others, maybe in some of the colleges also we have vacation. But others all are having the leave. Including my wife is having only leave, not vacations. Now, be teacher, let us take break, and we are getting different breaks. Weekend breaks, holiday breaks, hartal and other breaks. So many breaks we are getting. But let us prioritize our matter of teaching. If today I are supposed to teach something and I am getting a break, then how I am going to start tomorrow in the class? How I am going to balance? One day is lost in my life, student's life, and as a teacher, teaching time. We have to plan. Then make time for yourself and your loved ones. So, family time, friendship time, which I have discussed earlier. We have to find proper time for anything and everything in life. Otherwise, we are going to be a loser. Though we say we are dedicated with the school, we are dedicated with the family, I will say we are not creative. We need everything together. See, just to go back to our childhood days, how friendly we were with such and such friends whom we have met years before. How creative we were. Those days when we went to the school, those days when we went to the colleges. Even I will say some including me, I have prayed, okay, something has happened to this teacher so that she may take leave. But I was not formally feeling something, but I want a break. But I was waiting for some teachers also. Even during vacation, you will have 1.5 month vacation. I was longing for if school may reopen. Is that clear to you? That is clear, right? Oh. Yes, thank you. Now comes set boundaries and work hours. Set boundaries. First of all, I have to decide, these are my strengths, these are my limitations. According to my strength and knowing the limitations, set proper boundaries. This area I can, or I can improve, or I know it. This area is not going to my head. I withdraw. Though, but I will be passive with or active with my colleagues. I have to give them. Don't take anything and everything in the school or the family to your headache. No. Everything is not our cup of tea. Because we are individuals, we have our strength and limitations also. Don't forget. Now, work hours. Set boundaries, work hours. Work at home is there, then career work is there. That means with wage, salary I'm getting, without salary I'm working. Everyone, including me. Because my hobby is gardening, cooking, then pets. So I spend a lot of time with them. People ask, how do you get time for that? But I don't know, somehow I find that. Now, why I'm saying such a way? Everything is there in our life. We have to set boundaries. Now, set goals and priorities. Now, set goals. We should have daily goals, weekly goals, maybe monthly or time-wise or year-wise. Not only the teaching area, subject area, your personal life also, our personal life also. By this time, I have to become the head of the department. If I have no chance to grow in my school, I have to think twice. Should I continue or should I go to move to another school? We have to think. But again, we have to put together, prioritize. If this school is I'm happy with, be content with that. But I will say, please plan, set goals. Now coming to the other area, striking a balance between work and personal life. So, encourage occasional breaks, which we have already discussed. Nowadays, to me, I am getting relaxed. Wherever I am called, I go. Even refreshment course, I attend. Though juniors may be conducting with spending money, I go. Many ask them, why you doctor has come for this program? But see, I want to know how they deliver the product. One. Second area, I want relaxation. So some team play, some different activities, automatically meeting with different people, I become fresh. Being a psychologist, our profession say we have to, because we are working with a lot of mental cases, so we have to. But teachers, you also, because you have routine schedule. Same classes, same faces, same school, so you need a break. So it is given to you that break, enjoy the break. So discuss with your family members. If anyone among us is sitting who doesn't have breaks, doesn't go for tour or personal enrichment, please do it. Because it is going to give you a chance to improve. Or maybe now, twice in a week, we have BTAG is taking different classes. Different resource persons are coming in. Why can't we spend 2 hours listening to it? We may see something is discussed, maybe directly to our subject, or something input we are getting it, though it is different subject. Because how I am going to handle, I am going to know. Because classroom is the same. Subject may vary. Topics may vary. But students are the same and we are teaching the same students. Have flexible work arrangements. Majority of the time, only teachers are having the flexible work arrangements. We have different timetable. For example, I am going to 11th standard. Later, I will go to 9th standard. Then go into 12th standard. So different work arrangements, different flexible arrangements are done so that I am going to meet with different individuals as a teacher. But I am discussing only my subject. Now, sometime I may get other area. For example, I may be having a class, a substitution class. Be happy with, but being a substitution teacher, you have to cherish your memories. There are students who are not willing to learn. So this is a creative classroom. You be creative and each and every student will be waiting for you because you will be creative. Because you are not directly teaching with a textbook. You are not teaching. So automatically, as a student, as your student, you don't like to learn anything. You want to be relaxed. But indirectly, you cherish some sort of values. Sometimes schools may arrange value books. Take different topics, maybe worksheets, whatever you have. Please be flexible. Be good role model. To have positive mental health. And if I have proper wellness, I will be a role model. Because I will be creative. The way I do may be unique. And I will be role model to anyone who is coming around me. You may be knowing few of your teachers are wanted by the students. When they come to the classroom, when they walk in the corridor, or maybe the mess hall, how the students are happy with. Because there are some sort of positivity in them. Try to find out what is the positivity. Let us imbibe that. Let us cherish with it. If it is possible to improve, then let us work out. Then prevent less burnouts. We are human beings. We are stressed. We have a lot of challenges in day-to-day life. Maybe from family, work environment, maybe close people, or maybe in us. Oh, today I am not feeling happy. I don't want to go, but I don't have any leave to go, so I have to. So, how to prevent? We have to have different exercises per day. We are going to discuss about that, how to prevent. But again, I will say in a short way, different activities like hobbies have to put into, plus physiological exercises has to come into to prevent the burnouts. Now, increase engagement and productivity. Every day, when I'm going to school, reaching to school, I'm in the school, coming out of the school, reaching home. I have a lot of time. Properly plan it out. The study methods, I say, when we are coming to the examination time, let us sit in the bus like sleeping, but think about what is being taught. If I am not sleeping, my friends will disturb. Or I will see something around or outside the road. So I want to get reduced of this sort of distractions. So let us be productive. I am saying engagement and productivity. Every day we have made a 24 hours plan where we are planning for the proper classroom management. In the management, we have to plan. For example, I am planning a lesson plan. I am going to teach this topic. What I am going to teach. Now, always think as a teacher, there are 3 different types of students who are sitting in the classroom. Who are very studious. They listen very well to you. There are in-between students and there are naughty students also or disabled students also. So we have to plan a classroom in different levels with examples. So I will say, when we are productive, we will cater the needs of these children very well. So let us engage ourselves and be productive. Create a healthy workplace or workforce. Now, if I am a happy person in my school and students will be happy and their staff room will be speaking, there will be joy, working area, working time, they will be working, etc., etc. Now, when we have workplace or workforce, for example, I am teaching something today, and this matter is good for the biology teacher to teach. For example, how the brain works and how the hormones are going to change the emotional well-being of a child. Being a psychologist, I may be able to do that because we are also learning psychophysics, etc., etc. But a biology teacher, she will be able to help me, and sometime with me, she also or he also may be doing the same thing in the same classroom. My class will be replaced by her or him, because though I have to contribute a lot to that, because emotional area, how the behavior is going to modify, but basic physiological function, which is internal, will be developed by or discussed by a biology teacher better than me. So create a healthy workplace, even the workforce. So let us, for that sometime I have to change this subject to that period where biology teacher is free. So that period, we both go together, discuss the matter. Then later I discuss the matter as a subject wise. Why I'm saying such a way? To create a healthy well-being. And we, to be well-being, having a proper health, mental health, we have to cherish. Yes. Now we are going to discuss certain behavior problems we are going to see in our classrooms. These are the common problems which we are facing. Bullying, fighting, teasing, stealing, truancy, disobedience, insubordination, lying, cheating, lateness, rudeness, destructiveness, drug or alcohol addiction, net addiction, school refusal. I think everything you teachers are dealing in the classroom. But I will say, certain area when is beyond and disturbing your classroom, always discuss with the school authority. If you have a school council, discuss with the school council with the matter. This area, when we discuss, this child is having this problem. Anything and everything should be discussed. Why I'm saying such a way? When we are going to discuss step by step everything, there won't be sufficient time. So I will discuss two areas, net addiction and school refusal. These are the latest additions. Because after post-COVID, many students are net addicted, including ourselves. If it is not blinking, we will open, something happens to our phone. Why? We are addicted. I will say best thing for this is, now we have 24 hours, timetable is made. When we are going to refer this, let us, because we have to teach our children also how to manage the time. So we have to teach them. Keep the phone in the common place. If beep comes, father or mother may look, or something according to the priority of the duty, we have to get into it. But later, but we are into it. But for father, maybe 2 hours, but the child may be 30 minutes. When study time, no calls. If emergency, call in my father's phone or mother's phone. Anything and everything has to be dealt with. Why net addiction should be bought into? Anything and everything I post in the net. Beware. Though I delete, though the receiver delete, the content is there. Beware. Majority of our students doesn't know what is posted, though delete, content is there. It is available. At any time, it can come out. So we have to make them aware. Why? Because they are children. They don't know. And majority of us, though we know, we are careless also. Now, why I'm saying such a way? Since I was in the police academy teaching police, dealing with different types of crimes, I have directly comes, for example, we are catching such and such a person and we are taking the nets, calls. Though deleted, from where we get these things? It is available. System is available. System is there to withdraw these things. So what is posted, what is shown, anything and everything can be taken. Now, addiction comes different area. It is because of the impulsiveness. Our brain still stems are being stimulated by the light of the net. Automatically, like other products of so-called addictive methods we have, our brain gets addicted with it. It is because of that it is there. So we have to rehabilitate, we have to medicate it, medicate the proper child, the child for that. Now comes to school refusal. School refusal is very rarely seen in our system, but it is there. When I was child also it was there, but that time we were saying, okay, he is not interested, he left it. School refusal syndrome is there in all of the world, and Western world and the GCC and all, we have seen these cases. These children even fight with the parents, even attack the parents or the teachers. Be careful. They are into net addition, later stage. They are coming to school refusal time. And there were many cases which I have dealt back in Muscat or here, which is clearly saying that it is there in Kerala also. Some students say, I have problem with this school, this teacher, so I am not going to school. So parents change the school because nowadays I have one child or two child, so I am ready to change. Again, after some time, oh, I am not happy with the school. So many types of addictions are being seen. Now, they are into really problem life. So sometimes we need rehabilitation, sometimes some sort of medication, and I will say clearly as a psychologist, it is anxiety related issues. It is because the child is facing with anxiety. It is anxiety because child is moving out from safe area. For example, I am in 10th standard. I like science, but I have to study social science for the time being. I'm not interested. So because of that, I don't go. So do you have any problem with the social science teacher? No, I don't have any problem. Then, no, I don't like. Maybe simple area when we do the therapies, we will come to know. But I will say school refusal, it is a major area or major concern. And another area of these children, they will have some sort of pets at home. Nearly, I think, almost 1 or 2 cases living, I have found they have a personal pet in their bed also. These pets are giving some sort of meaning to them, so they don't want to get separated, not from family. And they're taking additional advantage of this because family may be a rich. And school refusal more we see with the rich students, not a poor, financially poor students. But again, we have to. And another any area we want to discuss, please put in the chat box. Later stage we will discuss. Otherwise, we will be running short of time. Now, challenges of children. Now, why I am saying this area also, when we are dealing with the children, when we are dealing with different challenges of the children, different problems we are facing in the classroom, we know this from different background. Childhood substance abuse. Now, when we substance abuse, we say we have some problem. And in Kerala or India, we have a lot of problems of substance. Nowadays, we don't get any vegetable which is pure. Now, low self-esteem, that area we have to think about. Now, if parents are low self-esteem, if environment, the child is feeling low self-esteem, and child himself herself feels low self-esteem, it is very dangerous. Being a teacher, you may be very energetic. It is very difficult for you to pull out the child into a well-being. So for that, you have to learn what is withdrawing them from your good activity. Though you are happy, though you are doing anything and everything for the wellness of this child, why the child is not coming out? Then you have to learn. See, I have told we all have strength and limitations. And this is limitation. What are the limitations of the ward whom we are working with? Though we have 24 hours, I will say we should keep half an hour purely for these type of children every day. See, 24 hours is too much. But if you properly divide, we will find time. Maybe in a weekdays or weekend, we find some time, think about, okay, I'm teaching these classes. These are the students I am having challenges. Why the challenges? Is it from me? Or is it affected from their parents? If it is affected from their environment, this has to be thought about by a teacher. And we have to work on. If it is serious, we have to bring to the attention of the school authorities. And school authorities vice versa to all the teachers. Because, for example, I am feeling a challenge. I am working under Dr. Abdul Salam. And I am finding, okay, Anuprita is having this challenge. I'm just taking an example. Now, Abdul Salam is discussing with the Sarida Maria. In the same day in your classroom, this child is having this problem? No, she's very active. Then Abdul Sir has to plan. What is problem in my class and Sarida ma'am's class? Why one side she is very active, other side she is very passive? What is the strength of me? What is the limitation of me? How I am understood by that child and how the Sarida ma'am is understood. These things have to be taken care by the principal or so-called counselor. Why I am saying such a way? Then only we are going to cherish all-round development of the child. Otherwise, we are only givers of knowledge. In the school, see, from third standard, third year or third and 3.5 or 4 years, children are coming to us. We are mentoring them. And we are giving a product maybe 22, 23 years after. We are giving back to the nation. This is a child whom you have entrusted to me. So different area the child may be going through. Different, she will be or he will be going through different teachers, different subject, etc., etc. Or different colleges even. But whatever be the condition, let us think about. Now, parental substance abuse. It is there in our culture. Is it because of them the child is having a challenge? Let us find it out. And if it necessary, if it is affect, let us work on. Lack of parental supervision as say childhood. Now, we are teaching everything. Nowadays, lot of things parents have to deal with. Now, for example, I am having a student and tomorrow there is a homework for my subject. And today, the parents have kept a party for the child. Majority of the time, there are few students who are facing this problem. For example, for weekend, we are giving for Monday, we are giving a lot of work. And Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, the child is having fully engaged with different activities. Then how the child is going to? Sometimes we have to work with the parents also. Because without their cooperation as a team member, we cannot cherish the well-being of a child. Now, traumatic events. If the child is facing with something, we have to find out. Nowadays, all are facing, or majority of the students are facing either or. We have to work it out. We have to, maybe in the class, smaller classes, if teachers are sitting, the primary school teachers are there, let us teach good touch, bad touch videos, how, where, how it can be, what should be way of thinking, when we can do certain things, anything and everything should be. And 7, 8, 9, 10 standard teachers, biology teachers should properly discuss about anything and everything related to sex. It is there in our textbooks. Majority of the teachers, biology teachers, consume everything. They will not discuss. Children know, they will learn by themselves. No. What is good, please let us teach. Otherwise, they will explore from the Google. And the Google will have lot of what is not necessary, unwanted contents will be there, which may be true, which may children feel colorful videos are available and they feel bad. So let the biology teachers take care and let us create a well-being. Now, exposure to toxic substances in child. Nowadays, a lot of things are coming up. And now yesterday in Kerala, Kollam side, some sweets are coming in syringe, injection syringe. So these things are available. What is not good for our students, let us react. Being a teacher, sometimes we may not be, but let the school authorities, let us bring into the notice of the school authorities, let us make our students aware about that. The lack of emotional attachment to parents. There are some students who doesn't have attachment towards the parents. And it is increasing. Now, previously, father may be working, mother may not be working, or mother may be working, father may not. Nowadays, for a good family, a lot of money is important because to cherish the needs of the children and the family, both couples will be working. 90% of families is like that. So, we have to see that our child is attached to me. I work a lot, and if I forget my family and family's well-being, then what am I giving at the end of the day? Nothing. Because if I am earning 100 rupees, I am earning for the family. So family should experience. Now, I will say one thing. I left Oman, Sultanate Oman, and came to India. Because after post-COVID, my son did not want to go to hostel. Before that, he was in a hostel. So, I will say back in India, the salary structure, you know, the school structure, you know. Back in Muscat, I was earning good, and evening home work also, work consultation was at home. Automatically, I was earning very well. But I gave those things only for my son. And I came to India, and he has completed his education because 2 years almost he was at home and daily going. Because post-COVID, he doesn't want to get mingled with the hostelites. Once he has completed his education, I also resigned from the education. Then I am just trying to move out or somewhere, whatever be, but I am happy. Why I am saying such a way? There should be emotional attachment. And there are students who are having lack of emotional attachment with the parents. We have to find out. Now, it is easy to find out because either they will cling to you or they will detach from you. So, if they much cling to you, you have to find out the reason why they cling to you. Why they come closer to you. How they, see, when you discuss with them, they will tell anything and everything about you. But again, listen, value, plus rethink about whether they are cheating you. Find out whether they are saying true to you. These things you have to find out. Now, why I'm saying such a way, this is very important. And there are some students who will be very detached from the parents also because they don't trust. They don't trust you, they don't trust their parents. So that also is a problem. So it is a mental problem. So we have to work with, and if it is serious, we have to bring to the notice of the hierarchies because we have a protocol for each school. Now, associating with peers involved in deviant behavior. In the beginning, I was saying, every action has an opposite reaction. If I am associating with my deviant friends, Automatically, somewhere I may be deviant. Now, be careful with your students. The environment where you are working, if you have 40 or 50 students, be careful of the close friends of the students of different classes, whom they are meeting with, elders, juniors, or if they have a problem with not age-appropriate friends, beware of your antenna has to go up, have to think twice. For example, if a child of 6th standard is having friendship with 9, 10, 11, 12, something like that, beware why the child is going that, what is attracting them, why the child is entering to their group. And when we come to this, we have to find out another area also. In our classroom, for example, after 6th standard onwards, we have late maturers and early maturers. So that also is a matter of knowing, and you should know what, where, because early maturers has to be discussed about the bodily changes in detail. A counselor or a biology teacher or senior teachers can do it. Mentoring is a must, because nowadays lot of things are coming. Otherwise, they will associate with peers who is deviant. Now comes to mental illness. Last area. Mental wellness we are going to meet with. Set aside time to unwind. We have 24 hours a day. Okay, now today it's almost 8:30. From I got up from the morning till now, what did I do? Let us unwind and see whether there is meaningful one, meaningless one, timely done, duties are performed, where I have been neglected. Everything has to be found out. Now, plan ahead. In planning ahead, we have to plan for 24 hours. In that, everything, including our personal leisure time, should be taken care. Why? It is very important. And when we plan for the classroom also. Different students. During intervals, what I am going to do. Whom I am going to meet with. Do I go outside for a walk so that I may refresh myself and go back to other classroom? Anything and everything should be planned, because we need a break, proper break for anything and everything, and set boundaries. Now, set boundaries, I am just bringing back something else to you. I think it is rotating. It is not coming. Yes. You can see? Now.
Not yet, sir, not yet.
Okay, you cannot see that. Okay, now I think that is something.
You are bringing a video? Or?
No, it was only a write-up. Okay, in the set boundaries, what we are going to see is, we are drawing a line, what should be prioritized. Now, boundaries differ from person to person. For example, my life, your life, and the children's life, other teachers' life, we have to set. For example, if I don't like Sarita ma'am to interfere in my life, automatically I will say, this area, please, I want my privacy, or I want my private time. So let us respect that. Like that, we have to set boundaries. Even the personality, social conduct, and every area, we have to set these things. Now, adjust your expectations. See, I have a lot of expectations. If I am not working for that, I have to readjust that. If I cannot be like Dr. Abdul Salam, I have to be like me. I can take good qualities about him, but I cannot compare me with him because his qualities, his strength, and my strength are different because we are two individuals. Same way, so we have to turn the expectations according to what is fitting for me. Then only my wellness will be there. Then acquire new skills. We are teachers. We are asking our students to acquire what we teach them. So let us also acquire something. For example, somebody is having a good way of dealing with the students. Let me imitate that. Let me discuss with that lady or him and find out what makes him very strong. Now, acquire new skills, appropriate skills and abilities. So appreciate your skills and abilities. Let us also appreciate ourselves. Okay, for example, when I am going to have a feedback of myself, if I have done something good, let us, okay, Dr. Bedi, you have done well. Sometime my principal might have not seen the goodness of me, but I know I have done something good for that child. Good to that topic in the classroom. Let us appreciate. Now, be kind to yourself. Always beware. Be kind. Because sometimes we go beyond our energies. For that I told personal health is very must. We have to take care of. Because I am very good. If I take a breakfast, I can do this in the school. I should take breakfast. I may give food to everyone in the family and I forget myself. Majority of the lady teachers are doing that. They will run to catch the bus and go to school and forget to have proper food. Please avoid that. And so be kind. Stay socially connected. I have already told you in the beginning. Let us find out social life. Our childhood friends, or from whom we get happiness. Let us be connected with them. Then have your regular exercise. Physical exercise is a must. We should. See, many of the ladies say, if I have walked the distance from the home, how much I walked, I might have reached this and this area. But that is not an exercise, according to me as a psychologist. Exercise is where you have to physically and mentally work out some sort of area. Maybe your muscles, maybe your brain gym, whatever be. But physical exercise also is a must. So regular exercise is a must. So being a teacher, mental gym and physical exercise is a must for you. Then seek mental health support if needed. See, there are challenges among us. Nowadays, teachers, for example, when I joined Muscat, I just bring an example. One of the HOD asked, or the vice principal asked me, oh, you are drawing salary more than me. Then I told, what's the problem? No, but compared to your previous job, you are not earning, because I went for Oman Medical College. So you are not earning that much money. So are you happy with? But I told him, I have read and signed it. So I am happy with whatever I received. Be like that. And if necessary, if you find any sort of challenge, speak with your close friend, maybe your spouse, or there may be family, somebody who is very good listener. But beware your family members. They may speak with you and they will not give you anything back. Beware of those friends. A friend shares, not only your side, other side also. Or your authorities whom you trust, or maybe a psychologist. That's why Western countries, we have personal psychologists available. Or maybe a psychiatrist if necessary. But mental health is important for each and every one of us. It is not necessary I should get sick. For that wellness, let us have a break periodically. Be in the right place. We are in the right place. And don't feel stuck. We are in the growing stage. We are in the reel. We are moving towards goodness. Let us move. Now, actions to protect health and well-being. This already we have discussed, but I am just putting as a conclusion. Monitor health and workload. Keep talking to other people you are feeling. Make time for yourself and your loved ones, or you whom you love. Set expectations. Keep a sense of perspective, because I think about myself. Thank you very much. If anything is there, let us discuss. Over to you, ma'am. I think it is
Ma'am, you
getting
can
time.
take questions.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Actually, I could see 2-3 questions here in the question answers. First, students are constantly running and talking in spite of conducting interactive sessions. This is a question by Gayatri Meghnath.
Okay. Can I have an open discussion with that, ma'am? See, students are discussing open or having a, I want to know the school environment. Ma'am is there?
Gayatri, ma'am.
We
Okay.
can take live questions. Those who want to ask questions, they can raise their hands. Sometimes she must have left.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Since we there is a question asked by Anupriya. Once again, can you tell me the question?
The students are constantly running and talking in spite of conducting interactive sessions.
See, students are constantly running and talking. First of all, we have to plan. It is interactive session. So how much they have interact? How we told, we don't know. That's why I want to discuss with them. What is the output? Did we discuss with the children? Are they aware about the activity, what is being conducted? And why don't we have a control of the small classroom? These are the questions I want to discuss with the teacher. Why I am saying? See, if we are clear, I am the master of my classroom, and what should happen, how should happen, I should be creatively planned. And I will say, if ma'am is facing a problem, ma'am has not fully planned for a classroom. She is doing some activity where students are not creative. Or very seriously, we have to plan out, there is a health problem with that child. And he or she is becoming contagious to other students. But I don't know the scenario exactly, so I just leave that. Thank you.
Okay. There is one more question related to mental health support. The anonymous participant asked, where can one seek mental health support as suggested by you? Are there any special places for teachers?
Nowadays, I am telling the principals, let the counselors be school counselors, not student counselors, so that she or he can be used for helping the students. But beware the counselor should keep the confidentiality of that teacher, whatever happens. And the authorities should not ask what he or she has told. If the school counselor, the student counselor becomes the school counselor, or find out a person who is mature, one area, or find out a psychologist whom you trust, or maybe a best friend whom you can discuss with. Why I'm saying such a way, in our local area where the question has come, they will have a proper psychologist. See, we are not going to have, let us discuss with the psychologist that I am not a deceased person. I don't have any medical condition. I'm having a doubt, so I want to have a second opinion with you. So let us discuss, then let us come out with. Sometime he or she may refer to a psychiatrist, sometime necessary, or may not. For example, now the teachers who are coming to me, few are having short temperament, or parents who are coming their children that they are naughty. So both I am giving to. Teachers, usually I say, please have a thyroid test. Because if thyroid challenges are there, mood variations are there. Sometimes the teacher may not be aware about. If the lady teacher is 45 plus, menopause comes in, mood variations will may be there. So there can be many things. Sometimes we need medical assistance, sometimes we need a therapist. There, the friends and the senior persons may not work out. That's one area. Now, children, if we are coming, automatically, usually I am asking, for example, the child is the child lies well, or very getting angry very soon, temper tantrum, something. I usually ask, leaving the child, either one of you is having, who is having it. Usually, I will say even 90 or 100%, either one of the father or mother, parent is having this challenge. When they were child, they were almost the same. Let us work it out. And let us reduce that behavior from them. Then slowly, the behavior from the child will be faded off. Why I am saying such a way? Now, father is short-tempered at home. Naturally, it is a learned behavior. That child also becomes temper. One. Second, either father or mother raises the voice at home when we discuss. And child finds that who raises the voice win the class, win the home. So when you discuss with the child raises the voice. Because child learns from, indirectly learn that if I raise the voice, I am winning. So beware of this thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. In the day-to-day life, the teachers really experience roller coaster rides. But in today's session, I could see all those circles fall apart on the work-life balance which was presented by you, sir. It was an amazing session. I think the participants would agree that Penny sir has enriched us with a practical approach towards tackling the challenges and maintaining mental wellness while working as teachers. Let us integrate his teachings in our practices so that teaching becomes more efficient and enjoyable process. Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge with the educators. Dear participants, take a note that the feedback and certificate link has been posted in the chat box. Kindly fill the form and submit. This will act as your attendance as well. As we come to the end of the session, I wish to propose a vote of thanks to all of those who have directly or indirectly been a part of the success of this session. Firstly, I, on behalf of BTAG, would like to express a deep sense of gratitude towards Dr. Benny Verghese for being so informative and innovative. Thank you, sir. Next, I wish to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Abdul Salam sir for being the guiding force, support system, and pillar of strength for all of us. Thank you once again, sir. Now, I wish to extend a heartfelt gratitude to all the participants for being here and making this session wonderful one. Last but not the least, I must not forget the contribution of Mr. Arun Mohan and the tech team for being there to carry out the session without any hurdles. Thank you. Thank you so much, one and all. Your feedback is the lifeline for the conduction of the sessions. Please do share your valuable feedbacks. It will help us incorporate the changes if required. Happy learning and happy teaching. Have a great evening ahead. Over to you, Dr. Salam sir.
Well, thank you, Ms. Anuprita, for graciously leading the session. That was so nice of you.
Thank you. Sir.
Well, Dr. Benny, I don't know how to thank you. It was a great learning experience. A lot of takeaways, a lot of motivation with real life scenarios. So we are very much grateful to you. I know the topic is never ending. The discussion is never ending. It is so vast, and there are many more ways to deal with the issues, the challenges, and the strategies for mental wellness. Let's continue our discussion, maybe one session a month, so that everybody will be benefiting from your experience and your expertise. So thank you so much, all educators. Hope you have taken away a lot of tips to be implemented in the classroom and in your professional and personal life. Let's connect every time together, learn more and more things, so that we will be greatly successful in our profession and personal life. So thank you so much, Dr. Benny, once again, Ms. Anuprita, and each and everyone for this particular session, for this particular occasion. Already we have exceeded the time. Thank you so much for patiently listening to us. Not many educators could not join. Definitely we will be posting the recorded video of this particular session on YouTube very soon. All will be able to go through, and you can avail the certificates as well. Dr. Benny, please be in touch. Wish you all the very best. You are throwing so much light into everybody's life, and definitely teachers will do their best in the coming days. So thank you so much, everybody. Once again, have a good night. That's fine, right? Anuprita ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you.